Welcome to Color Compare of yellow paints. You might hear a lot of people say, I hate painting yellow. And, well, they're probably right. They do hate painting yellow. I don't mind painting yellow when I have the right yellow paint. So I want to help you pick the right yellow paint for your project. So today we do have two colors over on the Citadel side. These are the two best yellows I could find. Now here's how I picked these. One, I had both these colors. Actually, no, I did buy the Flash Gets Yellow for this video. But I wanted it anyways, and here's why. Averland Sunset, this is your base yellow paint. It's the only base paint that you're going to find that's close to yellow in the Citadel range. And we'll see on the swatch, it's not quite yellow. That's why I bought Flash Gets Yellow, because this is unarguably yellow. So I got those two. I got specifically got the Flash Gets Yellow for this video. Averland Sunset I've had laying around since Citadel paints were $4.25 a piece. So that tells you how long that's been sitting on the shelf, and it's got the old label. But still comes out of the pot fine, and I'm sure Citadel has been consistent in their colors over the years. On the Army Painter side, we've got Phoenix Flames, which is making a second appearance on Color Compare, also was in the orange episode on the yellow end of orange. We've got Demonic Yellow, which I would say this is kind of what I would say is the yellow from Army Painter. We've got Moon Dust, which is a lighter kind of yellow. We'll see that swatched up here in just a bit. And then this had yellow in the name, so I grabbed it, even though it's maybe not yellow, but interesting comparison with that here coming up. So let's take a look. So first, let's look at that Averland Sunset versus the Flash Gets Yellow, and you can see what I mean. Averland Sunset is not yellow. It's somewhere in the light browny orange kind of end of the spectrum. It's yellow enough that maybe if you wanted to paint some yellow highlights over it, or you wanted it to be really grimdark and wash it down, that's great. But Flash Gets Yellow is your yellow paint in the Citadel line. I think they might have a few other layers. So we usually don't do the layer paints unless we have to. Right? We saw this with orange also, where the base paint was not very bright orange. So similar thing here, except here's where this deviates. This Flash Gets Yellow has excellent coverage. And you can also see how these are the last of the black and white swatch sticks. I used them for the yellow paints just in case yellow went better over white than black, which I think it does in general. Some people tell you pink. Maybe that's worth checking out. I don't know. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to take this Flash Gets Yellow, because this is the yellow we want, let's be honest. And we're going to take a look at these three paints from the Army Painter. So keeping in mind that Demonic Yellow does have that 100% color match spray primer, we're going to look and say, Flash Gets Yellow, Phoenix Flames got a little bit of orangey in it. We'll compare that to the Averland Sunset here in a minute. Flash Gets Yellow versus Demonic Yellow. I mean, they're the same color. They're so similar. They're very, very close. Very, very close. And then Moon Dust, decidedly lighter. It's a more pale kind of yellow there. So there you go. Kind of an interesting comparison there. So Flash Gets Yellow, very close to that Demonic Yellow. Phoenix Flames on the orange side of the spectrum. Speaking of the orange side of the spectrum, we do have Desert Yellow hanging out down here. And we do have Averland Sunset. And so if you're looking for something like Averland Sunset, well, reach for one of these. So if you want it to actually seem yellow, you got that Phoenix Flames there. But look at this. Averland Sunset and Desert Yellow. So close. So close. You can see Averland Sunset is just a little like warmer, a little bit of a warmy orange to it. Versus the Desert Yellow is definitely almost like a desert sandy brown. So it's on the light end of the brown spectrum is what I would put it at. So there you go. Averland Sunset, Desert Yellow, Phoenix Flames. So if this is the color you're looking for, there you've got it. Like if you have Averland Sunset, you say, is there anything like that in Army Painter? It's probably Desert Yellow. Also, note, Desert Yellow has that 100% color match. So if you're priming, Averland Sunset, it does have that. And I do not believe that there's an Averland Sunset spray primer from Citadel. So there you go. That's really what we're dealing with here is the Flash Gets Yellow. Is really the yellow from Citadel, and that just kind of surprised me, so I wanted to share that knowledge with you as well. Especially because in the pot, that looks yellow. Doesn't that look yellow? I think it looks kind of yellow, though up against this, not as much. But anyways, there you go. Coverage-wise, we always got to talk about coverage. Averland Sunset, excellent as always with the Citadel base colors. Flash Gets Yellow, surprisingly excellent, even over black. Phoenix Flames and Desert Yellow, actually all the Army Painter, excellent coverage on them all around. The only one that gave me a tiny bit of trouble was the Moon Dust. And honestly, for being such a light yellow, it hardly gave me enough trouble to even mention it to you. These are all great paints. They'll cover over anything just fine. So I would highly recommend you grab the paint that's the color that you want. So if you want kind of that dynamic yellow color, go with the Flash Gets Yellow or the Demonic Yellow. If you want kind of this desert yellow, go with the Desert Yellow or the Averland Sunset. If you already have one of them, keep using them. If you're trying to buy something new for your project, hopefully this video has helped you pick what you want. And that's the goal. Let me know, are you using yellow? What color do you put it over? What color do you prime when you use yellow? Do you have a favorite yellow? Love to hear more of what you're all thinking out there as you're watching these color compares. Let me know. And let me know if you have any questions. All right. Thanks for watching, and take care.